Okay, hi everyone and welcome to this video on exercise 5D of permutations and combinations. A lot of students were asking me when I uploaded exercise 5C to upload this also because this contains some difficult or different questions. Okay, so before we start, as usual, some rules for the lecture. First, you should have solved this by yourself and then only come to the video because otherwise it will not be useful to you. So this video should be to learn tips and tricks from exam point of view. Okay, so I'm not going to go into concepts in much detail. So for concepts, I'll tell you wherever applicable that refer to this video or I have already uploaded this. So already all the revision and regular batches are there on the channel. But in this video, we are specifically going to focus on how to solve the questions in a faster way. Okay. Fine. Second is the video will be in simple English so that no one should have difficulty in understanding. And if you have any doubts, let me know. I generally upload daily MCQs on the Telegram channel and YouTube channel also. So on Telegram channel, there is also a discussion channel linked where you can ask me doubts regarding those questions or any other questions. So you can join that. So fine, let's start fast. So be ready with your calculators. The letters of the words this and this are arranged in all possible ways. The ratio of the number of these arrangements is, okay. So first word 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 letters. But how many letters are same? C is appearing 2 times. Then A is appearing 2 times. T is appearing 2 times. And then L and U is 1 time. Fine. So the number of arrangements will be 8 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Why we do this? Because C is appearing 2 times, right? So both the C arrangements will be same. So we divide by 2 factorial. For A, again 2 factorial, T, again 2 factorial. And America. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 factorial divided by A is coming 2 times, so 2 factorial. Then is anything else repeated? MERIC. No. So this is the answer, right? So we want ratio of these two. What is 8 factorial by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial? This is actually 7 factorial or 5040. So why? Because 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial is nothing but 8, right? So 8 factorial by 8 will be what? 7 factorial. Or you can do this on calculator also, does not matter. Calculators are there for your convenience. So wherever possible, use calculator in CA Foundation exam, mathematics. 7 factorial by 2 is what? 5040 by 2, which is 2520. So obviously the ratio is going to be about 2 is to 1. You can just divide. So option B is the correct answer. Next. The ways of selecting 4 letters from the word examination is. Now this is a different and a little bit complicated question. It is difficult to solve such kind of question in 1 minute because you have to apply different logic. Okay. But let's see how to solve this. In exam, you should always approach the question strategically. When you read and if you feel like it is going to take 2-3 minutes, skip that question and go ahead. If you have time at the end, then come back to that question. Okay, but let's see the logic because if a simpler question comes, then you can solve it. So we have to select 4 letters from examination, not arrange, right? So let's see repetitions and all. For repetitions, you can use one simple method. Okay, start listing down the letters E, X, A, M, I, N. Then A is repeated, T, I is repeated, O and N is repeated, right? So we have boxes of 2 for A, I and N. Fine. Now we have to select 4 letters. There are some letters which are appearing only once, some letters which are appearing 2 times. Now think carefully. 4 letters can be selected in multiple ways. One way of selecting is we'll select all different letters. All different letters. How many different letters are there? Don't consider repetition. We just want different letters. How many unique letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 8, we have to select 4 different letters. So 8C4. Or another way is what? Okay, 8C4 you can calculate. How to calculate 8C4 on calculator fast? See, you know that it is going to be 8 factorial upon 4 factorial into 8 minus 4. That is again 4 factorial. So what you do is 8 factorial, you know it is going to be 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial, and then you can cancel this, right? So if you know this is going to happen, then don't write it, directly do it on calculator. How? So we'll start with 8. 8, 7, 6, 5. We will stop before 4 and we'll divide by 4 factorial. So 8, 7, 6, 5 divided by 4 factorial is 24. So this is 70. Next, we may select two same letters and two different letters, right? How can we do that? We can select two same letters. Two same means AA or II or NN. So if you observe, there are only three ways. There are three boxes out of which we have to select one box which contains two same letters. And now one of the boxes is selected. Let's say we select this. Now how many ways are there to select two different letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of 7 we have to select two different letters. So this is going to be 3C1 is 3 into 7C2 is what? 7 into 6 by 2, that is 21. So this is going to be 21 into 3, 63. Or there is one other way, which is we select two same letters and other two same letters. That is, maybe we select AAII or AANN or something like that, right? So there are three boxes of same letters out of which we have to select two boxes. So 3C2 will be the answer, which is 3. So if you add all of this, you will get your answer 70 plus 63 plus 3, that is 136, option A. This was a complicated question. If you have any doubt about this, let me know in comments, or you can ask me on the Telegram channel as well. I'll point you to the lecture where I have described this in detail, or I can explain. Okay, fine. Next, third, take the number of different words that can be formed with 12 consonants and 5 vowels by taking 4 consonants and 3 vowels in each word. Okay, so out of 12 consonants, we have to take 4 consonants, so 12 C4. And out of 5, we have to select 3, so 5 C3. This is there in option A, but that is not the answer. Why? Because in above question, in question 2, we just wanted to select. Here, we want to form different words. That means we want to arrange. So now, we have selected 7 letters, 4 and 3. We have to arrange them, rearrange them. How can we rearrange 7 letters? In 7 factorial ways. So this will be the answer. So let's see what is 12C4. How to calculate 12C4? 12, 11, 10 and 9. 4 numbers. 12, 11, 10, 9. And divided by 4 factorial, that is 24. So that is 495. Into 5C3 is what? 5 into 4 by 2, that is, 10. So 4950 into 7 factorial. So actually answer is none of these, but you can take C because they have made a printing mistake. They have written double factorial here. Ignore it. Assume that they just wanted to say this. Okay, fine. Next. 8 guests have to be seated, 4 on each side of a long rectangular table. Okay, so there's a rectangular table and we have to seat 4 on each side. 2 particular guests desire to sit on one side of table and 3 on the other side. So that means 2 of the people want to sit on one side, not together but on one side, and 3 of the people want to sit on some other side. Number of ways in which the seating arrangements can be made is, okay. First of all, there are 8 people out of which 2 particular people want to sit on this side. Then 3 particular people want to sit on this side, or it can be opposite also. So how many people are left? 1, 2 and 3. So these 3 people can be arranged on any side, right? There is no restriction for remaining 3 people. So let us say out of those 3 people, we select 2 people for this side. So 3C2. And we select remaining 1 person for this side, 1C1. And then we have to arrange these 4 people among themselves. So 4 factorial 24. And we have to arrange these also. So 24. So that is going to be 3 into 24. And this is going to be 24. And we have to arrange this side and this multiplication. So we have to multiply this. So this will be 3 into 24 into 24, which is 1728. Now this is the answer B, but ideally, if we assume that 2 people can be on this side and 3 people can be on this side, then the answer will be 1728 plus 1728, but that is not in the option. So obviously this is the answer, option B. Next, a question paper contains 6 questions, each having an alternative. Each having an alternative. That means maybe you can solve 1A or 1B, 2A or 2B. The number of ways an examinee can answer one or more questions is, okay. Now, one or more means that examinee can answer either one question or two questions or three questions or so on up to six questions, right? But for each of that, he has an alternative. Now, let's say he wants to solve only one question. So he has to select 6C1 one question and then he has two options. Or he can choose to select two questions and then he has two options for first question and two options for second question. That is 2 square. Or he can select three questions and then he has two options for first question and two options for second and two options for third, so 2 cube. Or he can select 6C4 and 2 raised to 4. Or now obviously the pattern will continue, right? 65 and 2 is to 5. Sorry, I don't know why I'm writing like this. 2 raised to 5. Or 6C6 and 2 raised to 6. So we just need to calculate this. 6C1 into 2 is 12. Then 6C2 is 6 into 5 divided by 2 into 2 square is 4. So 60. You can do m plus at each stage, right? 12 m plus 60 m plus, then 6 into 5 into 4 divided by 6, that is 20 into 2 cube is 8. So 160 m plus. Then 6C4 will be 6 into 5 divided by 2, that is 15 into 2 raised to 4 is 16, 240 m plus. 65 is 6 into 2 raised to 5 is 32, 192 m plus. 66 is 1 and 2 raised to 6 is 64 m plus. So total will be 728, which is the correct answer. Okay. So option B. If you face problem in calculating this easily, 6C1, 6C2, 6C3, 6C4, okay, I will upload a special video on this, okay, and I'll link it in the description or comments. So if I forget to link it, remind me in the comments, but I'll upload a special short video of 1 minute on how to calculate NCR easily on calculator, because that is very important in permutation questions. Next, 51C31 is equal to, we know a property NCR is also equal to NC n minus R. So 51C, 51 minus 31, that is 20. So A is the correct answer. Here this was the answer. Next, the number of words that can be made by rearranging the letters of the word Apurna so that vowels and consonants appear alternate is, okay, we have three vowels and we have three consonants, right? Alternate means we can have something like this: vowel consonant, vowel consonant, vowel consonant, or we can have something like this: consonant vowel, consonant vowel, consonant vowel. Fine. How many ways are there of each case? For first case there will be how many numbers are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, but for V there are three places and three letters, so 3 factorial. And for consonants there are three places and three letters, so 3 factorial. But A is repeated 2 times, so divided by 2 factorial. Here also it is going to be same calculation: 3 factorial, 3 factorial by 2 factorial. That is what? 6 into 6, 36 by 2, that is 18, or that is plus 18. 18 plus 18 is what? 36. So C is the correct answer. The number of arrangements of the letters of the word commerce is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 factorial divided by C is 2 times, so 2 factorial. M is 2 times, so 2 factorial. E is 2 times, so 2 factorial. O and R are not repeated. So B is the correct answer. But if you check, this is same as 7 factorial also. So C can also be the answer. Obviously this will not happen in exam, or they will give this as B or C. But here they have not given, so B and C both you can take. In exam this will not happen. A candidate is required to answer 6 out of 12 questions, which are divided into two groups containing 6 questions in each group. Okay, carefully first interpret it. He has to answer 6 out of 12 questions. They are divided into two groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One group, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of these 12, he has to solve 6 in total. He is not permitted to attempt not more than, okay, now they have made a printing mistake here. I know because I have already solved this and tallied the answer, but they meant this. He is not permitted to attempt more than 4 from any group. So that means from any group he can attempt maximum 4 questions. The number of choices are what? Because if we assume not, the question becomes unsolvable. Okay, so it is not possible to solve more than 4 questions from each group and still solve 6 questions in total, right? So forget about it. Not, you have to cancel. So it's not permitted to attempt more than 4 questions from any group. So what options does he have? He can solve maybe 4 questions from this group and 2 questions from this group, or he cannot solve 5 and 1, okay, because 5 is not allowed. So he can solve maybe 3 and 3, or he can solve 2 and 4, and that's it, right? So we'll have 6c4 and 6c2, or 6c3 and 6c3, or 6c2 and 6c4. So this is what we have to find and add. So let's do that. 6c4 is 6 into 5 by 2, that is 15. 6c2 is also 15, so 225. This is also 225. 6c3 is what? 20. So 20 into 20 is 400. So total is what? 225 into 2 plus 400. 850 is the correct answer. Option B. I hope this is clear. Okay. Next is 10th. It is again a little bit different. Results of 8 matches, win, loss or draw, are to be predicted. Number of different forecasts containing exactly 6 correct results is. It's a little bit different, so concentrate. We have 8 matches, out of which we have to predict 6 results correctly. Okay, that means, let's say you have predicted everything as win. Okay, out of 8, 6 have to be correct. That means, can I say out of 8, let's say any 6 have to be correct, 8c6. And now remaining 2 matches, they have to be wrong, right? Fine, they have to be wrong means what? Let us say out of remaining 2 matches, both of them have to be wrong. So 2c2 is 1. But wrong means what? If you have predicted win, then the match might be win, loss or draw. So you can be correct in one way, but you can be wrong in 2 ways. Okay. If you have predicted win, then your correct means what? You win the match. But your wrong means what? You either lose the match or draw the match. That means there are 2 wrong answers. So in these 2, there are 2 into 2 cases. Okay, I'll explain again. Concentrate. Out of 8, 6 have to be correct. So 8c6. Correct can be only in one way. So we'll just multiply by 1. And remaining 2 have to be wrong. So 2c2. But wrong can be in 2 ways. So of those 2 matches, okay, 2 matches where you are wrong. Let's take first match. Let us say you predicted win. But match can be either loss or draw. So there are 2 ways for you to be wrong. And for second match also, match can be either loss or draw. So again, there are 2 ways for you to be wrong. So what will be the answer here? 8c6 is 8 into 7 by 2. That is 28. This is 1. So into 2, that is 112. Option C. Okay, good question, different question. Next. Number of ways in which 8 different beads be strung on a necklace is. So necklace is a normal question. You can directly use the formula n minus 1 factorial for circular permutations divided by 2 for necklace, because both the sides are same. So 7 factorial is 5040 by 2 is 2520. Option B. Next 12. The number of different factors the number 75,600 has is. Again a good question. There is a way to solve this. Okay. How to solve this? For 75,600 you have to find prime factors. How to find prime factors? You can make a table like this, or you can not make table also. That is fine. Prime number start with 2. You can divide by 2, right? So 75,600 divided by 2 is 37,800. Again you can divide by 2. So 18,900. Again you can divide by 2. So 9450. Again you can divide by 2. So 4725. Now you can divide by 5. You cannot divide by 2, right? So but 5 is a prime number. You can divide by 5. So that gives you 945. Again you can divide by 5. That gives you 189. Can you divide 189 by 5? No. But you can divide by 3. Sorry, I guess there was some disturbance. So yes, 189. 189 is divisible by 3, right? So 189 by 3 is 63. 63 is again divisible by 3. 21. 21 is 3 into 7. Okay. Now you can write these prime factors properly. 2 is coming how many times? 4 times. So 2 raised to 4 into 5 is coming 2 times. So 5 square into 3 is coming 3 times. So 3 cube into 7 raised to 1. Right. So this is the prime factorization of 75,600. Now number of factors of 75,600 are, this is 4. So 4 plus 1 5. 2. So 2 plus 1 3. 3. So 3 plus 1 4. And 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So 5 into 3 into 4 into 2, 120 is the correct answer here, option A. So this is nothing but selecting any number of items from n items when some of them are similar. Okay. So you can remember this trick directly rather than applying the formula. I think they have given 119 at the back. I am not sure. I had seen it some time back while teaching this in the batch, but 119 is not correct. Different factors is 120 only, because 1 is also a factor and 75,600 is also a factor of that number. Next, the number of 4-digit numbers formed with 1 1 2 2 3 4 is, okay, number of 4-digit numbers, so we have to form something like this. Okay, now again here there might be some cases, so concentrate carefully. Just like that question of the word examination, we have 1 2 times, 2 2 times, 3 and 4. So these are same letters. How can we form a 4-letter word? Maybe we take all different letters, all different. How many different letters, not letters, numbers are there? 4, 1 2 3 and 4. So we select all 4, 4C4, and then we arrange them because we have to create a number here, right? So 4 factorial. Or maybe we take two same and two different letters. Two same means what? We can take either this box or this box. So that will be, out of two boxes we have to select one box. Now one is gone. Now there are three different letters out of which we have to select two letters, right? Two different letters. And then we have to rearrange this. How can we rearrange this? 4 factorial divided by 2 same. So we'll divide by 2 factorial, right? Because two of the numbers are same. Or we can select 2 same and 2 same, which is 1 1 and 2 2. So that means we have to select both the boxes 2C2, and we have to arrange them in 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial ways. Why? Because 2 same and 2 same. Okay. So let's calculate this. First will be 24, plus next will be what? 2 into 3 into 24 by 2, that is 72, plus next will be what? 2C2 is 1, so 24 by 2 by 2, that is 6. So 6 plus 72 plus 24, 102 will be the correct answer here, which is option what? Nothing. None of these will be the correct answer for question 13. Okay, next is 14th. 14th is a simple one. The number of ways a person can contribute to a fund out of 1 rupee note, 1 rupee note, 2 rupee note and 1 rupee note. So there are 4 different notes. He can contribute any number of notes that he wants, either 1 note, 2 notes, 3 notes or 4 notes. What is the number of ways to select any number of items from n items? That is 2 raised to n minus 1, because we don't want to have a way where he does not contribute anything. So how many notes are there? 4 notes. So 2 raised to 4 minus 1, that is 15. A is the correct answer. Next, the number of ways in which 9 things can be divided into twice groups. So maybe they meant 3 groups containing 2, 3 and 4 things respectively is. Okay. So we have to select 2 things in one group. So 9C2 and 3 things in the second group. Now 2 are already selected. So 7 things are left, out of which we have to select 3. Now 4 things are left, out of which we have to select all 4. Right, so this will be the answer. What is 9C2? 9 into 8 by 2 is 36. Into what is 7C3? 7 into 6 into 5 by 3 factorial 6, that is 35. This is 1. So 36 into 35 is what? 1260, option B. Okay, fine. 16th. Okay. N minus 1 PR plus R into N minus 1 PR minus 1 is equal to what? Now if you know the identity or the property, then you know that the answer is option C. Okay, that is a benefit of remembering formulas, because you can take some answers directly. If you don't know, what you'll have to do is you'll have to assume some numbers, because that will be the easiest way. Let's assume n as 4, r as 2. Hmm? So n minus 1 will be what? 3p 2 plus r is 2 into n minus 1 is 3 p r minus 1 is 2. You'll have to calculate this. Sorry, 3p not 2, 3p1. You'll have to calculate this. What is 3p2? 3 factorial divided by 1 factorial, that is 6, plus 2 into what is 3p1? 3 factorial by 2 factorial, which is 3. So this is 6 plus 6, 12. Okay, so if you go by options, now you need 12, right? So if you check option C directly, you have 4p or 2. 4p2 is what? 4 factorial, 24 by 2 factorial 2, that is 12. So it is matching. So option C is the correct answer. So if you know the formula, you'll get it in 1 second. If you don't know the formula, it will take maybe 40-50 seconds. 17. 2n factorial can be written as. Now here it is better to assume some numbers and go by that. Let's assume n as something like maybe 3. Okay. So 2n factorial will be what? 2 into 3, that is 6 factorial, which is 720. Now we have to see which option gives us 720. Okay. First option, 2 raised to n, that is 2 raised to 3 into 135 up to 2n minus 1. What is 2n minus 1? N is 3. Okay. So 2n is 6 minus 1, that is 5. So 135 into n factorial, that is nothing but 3 factorial. So let's see, 2 cube is 8 into 1 into 3 into 5 into 3 factorial is 6. So 720. A is giving us the correct answer, but we also have to check option B, C, because whenever you are assuming number, you cannot just see one option. If it matches, tick it. You have to check all the options to see that other options are not matching. Okay. So 2 raised to n into n factorial, this is easy. 2 cube into 3 factorial, that is 8 into 6, not correct. Then 135, that is also not correct, because that is just this part, right? So A is the correct answer for question 17. 18. The number of even numbers greater than 300 that can be found with digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition is. Okay. Number of even numbers greater than 300. They have not said 3-digit numbers or 4-digit number. It can be any digit numbers. So we have to take 3-digit, 4-digit and 5-digit. Sorry. Greater than 300 and even. Even means what? At the end you must have 2 or 4. Fine. Now let's take two cases for 3-digit numbers. Let's say you have 2 at the end. So 2 is gone. Now there are 4 numbers remaining, out of which beginning number cannot be 1. Why? Because number has to be greater than 300. So you have 3 options here. So 3 into, so 1 number is gone. Now again there are 3 options. So again 3, and here only one option, which was 2. Second case is, let's assume we keep 4 at the end. Okay, let me erase all this. Let's say we keep 4 at the end. That means there is only one way to do that. 4 is gone. Again, the starting number cannot be 1 or 2. It can be 3 or 5 only. So there are 2 possible ways. Let's say we keep 5. Now 1, 2, 3, anything can come at this place. So 3. So that will be 3-digit numbers. 4 and 5-digit numbers are easy. Why? Because now 300 restriction does not matter. Even number means what? At the end you should have 2 or 4, which is 2 possibilities. So let's say one of them is gone. Now you have 4 possibilities into 3 into 2. That's it. 4, 3, 2. 5-digit, same. You can have either 2 or 4 here. So 2 possibilities. Then remaining 4 numbers, then 3 numbers, then 2 numbers, and then 1 number. So we have to add all this. That is 9 plus 6 plus 4, 3, 2, 2. That is 48. Plus 4, 3, 2, 2. That is 48. So 48 plus 6 plus 9 gives you 111, which is option C. Next. 19. 5 letters are written and there are 5 letter boxes. The number of ways the letters can be dropped into boxes, so are in each. So maybe they want to say one letter in one box, right? So 5 letters. So you just have to arrange letters over boxes. So 5 factorial 120 will be the correct answer here. Next. NC1 plus NC2 plus NC3 plus NC4 up to NCN equals. Now if you observe, this is nothing but you are selecting one thing or two things or three things or four things or n things. That means you are selecting any number of items from n items. There is a formula for this. Selecting any number of items from n items is 2 raised to n minus 1, which is option E. Again, if you don't remember the formula, you can assume n as maybe 3. So it will be 3C1 plus 3C2 plus 3C3. Add it and then check it against the options. That will give you the answer. Okay, fine. So I hope this was clear to you. Exercise 5D. We have completed with all the exercises in this permutations chapter. So I have uploaded all the videos. If you have any doubt or if you feel difficulty in solving any particular problem, let me know in comments or on the Telegram group. I usually post daily MCQs on the Telegram group, daily 3-4 MCQs. So do join it, so it will be good for your practice. And I hope this was useful. Let me know in comments. If you liked it, do share and subscribe. Okay. So bye everyone. Let's stop.